Now it's time to head to the crypto space. I know you've heard that news over the weekend, the arrest of Telegram co-founder. Who wouldn't, now that everybody seems to be tapping away on their devices? But let's look at the numbers first and see what sentiments we have awaiting us this afternoon. It's a red board, or mostly red, not totally red, but when the king of crypto is in the red, we expect major coins to follow suit. So we see the BTC, Bitcoin, at 64,044. I think it did more than this over the weekend, but we see a shed right there, 0.07%, a drop in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is also in the red. That's down 0.62% at $2,749.58. BNB also in the red. Cardano, we have some escapees. Ton is in the green. You want to keep your eyes right there with the story that's brewing hot now. Solana, TRX, and Doge, some of those other coins have kind of escaped that. But now let's settle to the issues of the day. Telegram founder, co-founder and CEO Pavel Durov has been arrested in France. That was first released by Russia media, and they said it's over charges related to alleged illegal conduct by Telegram users. The arrest caused a sharp plunge in the price of Ton coin and the token of Telegram affiliated. The open network, Durov is expected to be placed in pre-trial detention. And of course, Ton price plummets. We saw a recovery right there. Then we also have other stories. Bitcoin price surged expectedly with the hope and the countdown to interest rate cuts in the United States. So after the speech by Jerome Powell on Friday, we see that Bitcoin price surged about 3-week high at the weekend. And then, of course, we've seen a little bit of profit taking also back right there. Now let's discuss this and more with Rume. Rume, good afternoon. I wonder what you had on your mind when you first saw that the Telegram boss has been arrested. I'm sure you thought of your investment first.
Exactly. I thought about it as a black swan, sort of, because Telegram has a lot to do with cryptocurrency these days. And as you likely mentioned, although I didn't really like it too much, when people are going to be tapping off, but we have a lot of tapping guys that came into the crypto industry through the Telegram initiative. For crying out loud, this guy is a big guy in the industry and the crypto space, and as well as social media space. If you ask me, he's been attributed to be the Mark Zuckerberg of Russia, having worth about $15.5 billion, and about 39 years old guy. It's something what remarkable. But the impact in the market is a lot of coin in that Telegram ecosystem actually plunge. I think the Ton coin plunge massively, and a couple of others that went down. I think Ton coin plunged about 2-point-something billion.
Yeah, but we see a bit of recovery this afternoon, Rume. We see a bit of recovery on Ton this afternoon.
Yeah. Yes, the U.S. market is about opening, so most likely people that traders, speculators will always see some of those down movement as an opportunity to just edge up. But the truth is, in a broader perspective, the second half of the market, not just cryptocurrency now, we're talking about stocks and other financial assets there, usually have a slower movement, and I don't expect crypto to really move that much, despite what has happened in the case of crypto. We understand that last week, John Paul came up to speak about a couple of things that actually got the market excited vis-a-vis what is on ground. But the reality is, you've seen the strike that happened, the head of the strike that happened between the Hezbollah group and Israel. Some of those things are also factors to consider in the crypto market, risky asset most especially. And you see that Brent crude has actually risen. So when this is happening, risky asset, we most likely see some downside down the line. So all of this put together are the challenges that we're having now.
So what do we expect to come out of this? So I know from the camp of Telegram, they've said, well, they're not afraid. It hasn't done any wrong. Do we see this as part of the geopolitical issues, or is it just, another unfriendly sentiment around the crypto space?
Yeah, so there's this African president then that said freedom of speech is guaranteed, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. A whole lot of things are happening in the Telegram ecosystem. From cyberbullying to terrorism financing, because Telegram is an ecosystem of its own. It has a lot of digital assets that is enabled in that platform. And also terrorism financing, like I said. Then. A whole lot of things that are going on, in that ecosystem. And with the EU laws that actually are in place right now, some of those things are not acceptable, and any country in that jurisdiction have the right. And the funny part is, the co-founder, Dorov, actually has is also a citizen. He also has the passport of France. So that makes it really, really kind of confusing a bit. If it was for just being a Russian born that he is, I would have a bit attributed it to maybe the Russian-Ukraine kind of situation. But this guy has a French passport. Makes it really, really difficult. But so they are saying, if you're doing business, for example, and our laws are really hard on a couple of things, and some of these things have been enabled on your platform, you are going to face the music. He risked 20 years imprisonment, for example, if it goes exactly what is happening this way. So also, I think this is going to be more like a clarion call for people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, in the process of saying free speech and a couple of things are going wrong. When you go to certain jurisdiction, they could come after you and you'll be arrested.
Yeah, we know there was a warning, when we saw that interview, I don't know if to call it that, between Elon Musk and Trump. We did get that warning from EU that watch out, because we are watching. But I mean, with this Ton, I saw a recovery there, but he's going to be placed in pre-detention trial and all of that. How do we expect the market to react?
The market is already reacting based on, most especially retail investors, already taking their monies out. And I really don't think institutional investors will be investing in some of this coin, because the truth is that the Ton coin ecosystem has, this is truth that is not popular. In crypto, when you have a particular wallet holding, or few wallets holding huge amount of a particular token, it gives a red flag. But people that are not inclined with this industry are not aware. Ton, for me, it's not something that made sense, because the tokens are held by about 70% of it, 60% of the entire token in circulation now owned by a couple of other a few wallets, which doesn't make it really nice, because those guys can make a huge decision that could affect the entire ecosystem. What this whole thing translate to be in our climes here in Nigeria, where you see celebrities actually minting coins here and there in the Solana ecosystem and doing stuff and cashing out. I will say this in plain terms: if you are continuing doing this, you will not go out there unpunished, because when you go to other countries, for example, and they have their citizens that have participated or complained to the authority about this, you'll be arrested as well.
All right, Sir Rume, note of warning right there. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us this afternoon.
Thank you, Ini. Always a pleasure.